What if the only thing standing between a poor man and a powerful future was the way he saw himself? What if the greatest poverty was not a lack of money, but a lack of value? And what if one sentence, just one unexpected sentence, could completely change a person's life forever? This is the story of a man everyone ignored until one moment forced him to ask a painful question. What do I actually have to offer the world? Stay with me, because this story may change the way you see yourself too. Every morning, before the sun fully rose, a man took his place at a crowded railway station. He owned nothing. No shop, no family nearby, no steady work, no plan. Just an old piece of cloth on the ground, tired eyes, and an outstretched hand. As travelers rushed past him, he survived on coins dropped out of pity. Some looked away, some pretended not to see him, some gave a little, most gave nothing. Day after day, week after week, his life never changed. He had accepted one identity: I am just a beggar. And once a person believes that deeply enough, they stop searching for anything more. Then, one afternoon, everything changed. A sharply dressed man stepped onto the platform. His shoes were polished, his posture was firm, his face carried the quiet confidence of someone who knew where he was going. The beggar's eyes lit up. This one, he thought, will surely help me. He hurried over and stretched out his hand. But instead of reaching for money, the man looked him in the eyes and asked a question no one had ever asked before. Why do you expect to receive when you offer nothing? The beggar froze. He was confused, almost offended. What do you mean? I'm a poor man. I have nothing. The businessman replied calmly, everyone has something, a service, a skill, a gesture, a value. If you believe you have nothing to give, then you will spend your life waiting for scraps. Then the train arrived. The man stepped in, and just like that, he was gone. But his words remained. That night, the beggar could not sleep. The noise of the station was gone, but the stranger's words were louder than ever. Everyone has something. He turned on the hard ground, staring into darkness. What do I have? He whispered. No money, no shop, no influence, no education, nothing. But deep inside, something had been disturbed. For the first time in years, he was not thinking about what people owed him. He was thinking about what he could offer. That question haunted him. And sometimes the questions that hurt the most are the ones that save us. 2 days later, sitting near the tracks, he noticed something he had never paid attention to before. Wildflowers. Bright, delicate, beautiful, growing freely where no one cared to look. He stared at them for a long moment. Then an idea hit him. It was small, so small it almost seemed foolish, but it was different. He picked a few flowers, returned to his spot, and waited. When the next traveler dropped a coin into his hand, the man smiled and gave them a flower. The traveler paused, then smiled back. Another person came, another coin, another flower, and suddenly something changed. People no longer looked at him with pity alone. Now there was surprise, warmth, even appreciation. He was no longer just taking, he was exchanging. And in that moment, the beggar felt something he had not felt in a long time: dignity. Day after day, he continued. Flowers for coins, a gesture for generosity, a little beauty in return for kindness, and something remarkable happened. People gave more, not because they felt sorry for him, but because they felt value. That was the day he understood a life-changing truth. The world responds differently when you stop presenting yourself as helpless and start showing that you carry something worthwhile. He stood taller, spoke differently, thought differently. He was still in the same place, still wearing the same clothes, still poor in appearance, but inside, he had already begun to transform. Because before a life changes outwardly, it changes inwardly. One day, the same businessman returned to the station. The former beggar recognized him instantly and ran over, this time not with an empty hand, but with flowers. The businessman looked at him and smiled. Now the man before him was different, not richer yet, not powerful yet, but different, alive, awake, intentional. The businessman accepted the flowers and said, "Now you understand. The moment you discovered you could give, you stopped being powerless." Those words struck even deeper than the first, and from that day on, the man never saw himself as a beggar again. Months later, he had built a real flower trade. What began as a handful of wildflowers became the seed of a new life, not because someone rescued him, not because luck suddenly found him, but because his thinking changed. He stopped asking, "Who will save me?" and started asking, "What value can I create?" That is the difference between surviving and rising. So hear this clearly. You may be overlooked, you may be struggling, you may feel behind in life, but never confuse your current condition with your true worth. There is something in you the world can use, and the moment you discover it, everything can begin to change. If this story spoke to you, share it with someone who needs a fresh start. Like, subscribe, and remember, your future begins the moment you stop seeing yourself as empty.